Hi everyone, it's Laura, and today we are doing another DIY project. So here's what we're going to be working on. This is the entrance to the backyard, the back garden. And up until recently, I had this as a cattle panel arch that I grew like little baby pumpkins on. It also has a sweet autumn clematis growing up one side. But I really wanted to put something a little more permanent here, something a little creative, something a little artsy. So the project I have in mind, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Halloween tree. It is an old Halloween movie from like the 70s. It's very like existential crisis, but it's a great movie and it is the inspiration for what I'm going to do here. So what I want to do is, because I like to grow my little teeny tiny pumpkins here, like my little Jack B. Littles, I want to turn this into like a spooky tree that I will then grow pumpkins on, and it will be like a Halloween tree. It's going to be amazing. And I still have all this wood left from Facebook Marketplace. I've talked about that till I'm like blue in the face. I've used this wood for like all of my projects recently, and it's amazing. And we're still not out of it, but we're getting close. So I have some really cool pieces, and I have a couple that are pretty similar. So I'm going to use those to make the trunk. And then I'm probably going to cut up a bunch of the rest to make like branches and stuff to come out. Now, I am not much of a drawer, but I do like to sketch stuff out when I have like a project in mind. So first thing I'm going to do is just to sketch out my idea, and then we'll just get right to it. So I have to say, when I put this first piece on, I was loving it, and I was almost thinking like, should I do it on both sides, or is that going to be too much? So I just went with the one side, but I was tempted. And all I did was just screw it into the post that we had here. And now I'm going to put like the branches on. I'm just going to attach them to the back side of this larger piece. And then in the end, I'll put another piece that's similar to this trunk, and it will all come together. So I've got a bunch of these skinnier pieces, and a lot of them have, I tried to pick ones that have like funky shapes, that have like kind of like waves to them, aren't just straight sticks. So I'm just going to cut these up into a little bit more manageable pieces and get to attaching. And again, I'm just screwing these into place. I made sure to give each one at least 2 or 3 screws. And the weather was so beautiful, you guys. It was like 50 degrees in the middle of January. So just a gorgeous day for this project. And it gave me a brief window of time where I could actually paint this, because I'm planning on painting this whole thing black in the end. I kept wanting to add more branches onto the left side of the screen here, but I was just thinking like nobody's going to be able to walk through. They're just going to hit their heads. So I try to keep it to the other side and like straight up. And as per usual, I did not 100% think this through, because then I put the back side up and I tried to paint it like after that, and I was just getting paint all over myself. So I ended up pulling that piece back off and then painting everything and putting it back on. So here's what it was kind of looking like before I painted it. It's all kind of put together. And I do feel like it looks cool, but it's like a little bit disjointed. I'm hoping that once I put the black paint over it, it'll kind of camouflage everything and be more cohesive. And here it is. This is the final spooky tree product. I was able to get it all painted in time for it to dry before the weather changes back to cold. So I'm excited about that. I like it. I'm not sure I love it. I think it maybe the trunk part, like on the top, because it's so squared off, that I think maybe that is what is bothering me about it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the project. What do you guys think? Do you hate it? Is it terrible? My neighbor came over while I was working on it. She comes over a lot to see like what I'm working on. And she said she liked it. She said it looked cool from the road and everything. So I hope she wasn't lying to me. I did end up adding some fairy lights to it. I think I need way more though, because there's definitely not enough. I do think it's going to look really, really cool when it has the pumpkins growing on it. So that was the end goal anyway. So I'm super excited about that. I cannot wait for gardening season. I know it's a long way off. I can't believe I got this project done in January. I thought it was going to have to wait a while, but we had a slice of good weather there. So I wanted to take advantage because I have so many projects on my books for this year. So don't forget to subscribe and check out some of the upcoming projects. I am going to be working on one of my sheds, hopefully in the near future. We still have this rain garden project that is coming up. So lots coming up, and seed starting season is in full swing, as you guys know. So thank you for joining me on this one. Let me know if you have any questions about what I did here. And let me know if you guys think it's super tacky or if you like it. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.